What's up, guys? Fran back with IGN's E3 live show, streaming to you from e3.ign.com, of course. Our next game is all about options. Play it stealthily, or you can go in guns blazing. Fans here have been waiting a while for this one, so without further ado, let's toss it over to Greg and Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Thank you, Fran. Embarrassing story. Back in college, me and my friends bought Deus Ex on the PS2, called it Deus Ex for the next 10 years. It is not Deus Ex. JF, how you doing?
Good, you?
I'm excellent. We're about to see Deus Ex Human Revolution. For anybody who doesn't know, what exactly is happening in the game?
It's a game that is set in 2027, sorry. And basically, it's a world where there's a lot of new technologies breaking into society through all the transhumanist technologies. Like now people are able to upgrade themselves and whatnot. And it's a society where there is a lot of divide because it's not everybody that can afford them. So some get smarter, stronger, faster, things like that. They get the better jobs. And now you have this kind of tension where some say we shouldn't try to play God, we should stay the way we are. Other ones are like, let's shoot for it type of thing. And you work as Adam Jensen, a security specialist working for a transhumanist company called Serif Industries. And you're tasked to protect the interests of the company. And early on in the game, you get badly injured. At this point, Adam Jensen is a 100% human. And after that, is forced to get through augmentations to survive, but also is going to discover new abilities as he go forward. And from that point on, your goal is going to discover who were those mysterious attackers and what they wanted and everything, like discovering all the layers and the people in the shadows, manipulating the events, and eventually you'll have to make some important decisions for mankind, basically.
Great. Let's take some footage here. Watch this.
Yeah.
Deus Ex.
Deus Ex. I mean, I'm French speaking, so I'm not the best one.
Yeah, right. I won't rely on your pronunciations for most of them, but I think you know how to say your own game. What are we seeing right now?
So we're in Tai Young Medical. It's another company working with prosthesis researchers to get the best out of people. And at this point, Adam Jensen has to infiltrate this company to get some sort of very, very crucial information for the continuity of his quest.
Gotcha.
I won't go into the details today because it would be spoiling.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, so he has to infiltrate this big company. It's in Hensha, and which is an island offshore of Shanghai. So it's in China.
Yeah.
And yeah, basically there, what is interesting is that it's a company where people are working. There are security guards. There are places where you cannot go. I mean, you still have to go there, but you technically can't
Not
go.
supposed to be going
So
there.
you have to pay attention to the civilians because if they see you do something bad, they will alert the guards, and you try to sneak by them. So in this case right now, in what we're seeing, the player just got rid of one of the guard and is going to try to use some of his augmentation here, like the lifting heavy object, the strength augmentation, to be able to get on the next level of that section, and is going to be able to bypass some of the security system in the first place.
Now, is this where the choice we've talked about before comes in? Like, you can play the game several ways, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's you always have kind of a main path. It doesn't mean that this path is the best one because sometimes it's heavily guarded. There are things that are locked and whatnot. So looking around, using the augmentations that you have will give you different opportunity. Like what we've just seen by using this heavy crate and jumping on top. It's only possible if you have the strength augmentation. Otherwise, you would have to figure out another way to get in.
One of the things you guys have talked about for a while is like a distinctive art style, and you use my two favorite colors, black and gold, go Mizzou. But you want to talk about that more here? I mean, this is far flung in the future.
Yeah.
How hard is that to design, and where do you take your inspiration from?
Yeah, I mean, the black and gold came early on when we were searching for transhumanism technologies and everything, trying to understand what it was. And oftentimes the references were leading us back to the Renaissance era with Leonardo da Vinci and things like that. And at some point we say, hey, why not like try to combine the Renaissance feel into the game? And with the black and gold, it's the gold. It's there to be an analogy of the candles. Back in the day, they were lighting the rooms with candles, and it was giving this orange glow. and it's also reflecting the augmentations, the good side of it, the Icarus Smith trying to get to the sun, and the black, it refers the dangers of augmentation, like falling into the sea.
The unknown, morphing your body.
Exactly, the dystopian world, and the fact that there are people in the shadows trying to manipulate the events.
Now, it's interesting, what we're seeing here is a very, very stealthy level. Is the entire game like this? Does Adam just ever let loose and go after guys?
Actually, it's not more a stealthy level than the rest of the game. Like, you can totally play it by shooting or playing stealth. In this demo, we show it this way, but it's just one way to do it. Personally, as a player, I prefer to be the invisible man that just like, I want to get things done and people are not aware that I was there type of thing.
Fun, right?
But if you want to go with the guns and be a little bit less subtle, it's totally possible. So we don't have the concept of a stealth mission or an action mission. They're all the same. You decide how to tackle it.
Great. Is that really hard as a developer to make these levels and objectives that can be achieved 3 different ways?
It's quite a challenge, but we have a process where we're iterating very often that allows us to pinpoint what works, what doesn't work, what we should modify, what we should add, type of thing.
JF, when does Deus Ex Human Revolution come out?
It's coming out on August 23rd this year.
Oh, wow, okay, 2011, not
Exactly.
2027.
No.
No. Thank you so
Please
much.
no, my pleasure.
Fran, back to you and your beautiful hair.
Thanks a lot, guys, and thank you, Greg, for all the compliments, as always. Next on our plate is another awesome-looking reboot. Lara Croft is getting an extreme makeover. Broken bones, blood everywhere, so stay tuned for the next Tomb Raider up next.